my delightful things. Happy Friday. I hope everyone has had a great week and are having a phenomenal day. It's almost the weekend. So I recently watched the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, and I have to say I really liked it. Now, I am a Robert Pattinson fan thanks to Water for Elephants and... oh, God, I can't think of the other one that he was in. And no, not Twilight. That doesn't exist to me. Does not exist. I did read the books. I am ashamed to say it, but I did read all the books. And we're not going there. We're not talking about Twilight. If you really want to know what I think of Twilight, just leave a comment and maybe I'll make a video of it, but that's not why I like Robert Pattinson. I think he's a great actor. Oh, and he also was in Remember Me, and that was a great movie about the Twin Towers. I love that movie. So, I was actually looking forward to him being Batman because I'm a huge Batman fan. It's the only DC superhero that I actually like. I'm more of a Marvel fan, I'll admit it. But it was honestly different from the other Batman movies, which I think helped it. I thought Robert Pattinson did an incredible job as Batman. I liked him better than Christian Bale's version. I found Riddler interesting this time around. It was totally different from Jim Carrey's. Although I liked Jim Carrey's adaptation of the character. This one, however, seemed to fit a darker approach, which seemed to be the villains of Gotham. Now, I know they were colorful in the comics, but from what I remember, they were still pretty dark. Now, I could be completely wrong. It has been a long time since I've read a comic book about the famous superheroes. I've been mostly reading the Sandman comics right now because the show is coming and I cannot wait. I am a huge Sandman fan. I love Death. She's my favorite. So I'm so excited for it. And yes, when the show comes out, I probably will bore you to death with talking about every single episode because I'm so excited. I can't help it. Alright, so the beginning of the Batman reminded me of Sin City and Watchmen because of the monologue. Not that it was a bad thing, but it did have me a little worried. I found both Sin City and Watchmen kind of boring, and it was probably because of the monologue. However, I think the Batman did it correctly. I like the portrayal of Bruce Wayne. I don't think he would have turned out happy-go-lucky after the death of his parents. Who knows what he went through in foster care or orphanages. I can't remember which one he was in. I think it was orphanages. And that's not to say that he was happy-go-lucky in the past adaptations, because he wasn't. Most of the adaptations have him as this cold individual who doesn't really show much emotion, to be honest. It's kind of like a statue. Now, I would say that's a little different for, what's his name? Well, Adam West portrayed him differently, obvious. And why can't I think of his name? He was in the first Batman movie. Oh, Michael Keaton, there we go. One of my favorite actors. I thought he did a really good job portraying Batman, Bruce Wayne, both. Because, well, in a sense, he actually acts differently in his Bruce Wayne role than his Batman role, if you've noticed. But I thought they did a really good job. Val Kilmer did an awesome job as well, I think. George Clooney is still one of the worst because, well, he smiled way too much. He was way too happy. Way too happy to be Bruce Wayne. I adore Catwoman in this. I thought she was perfect for the part, the actress. The only other one that seemed remotely close was Anne Hathaway's, although this Catwoman fit the video game persona. Like, it looked like it was straight out of the video game. The hairstyle, everything about her, her personality, it was reminiscent of the video game. I honestly thought I was watching something from the video games. It had that feel of the Arkham franchise, which I think is why I loved it so much. The video games were amazing in the story department and character development, and it was very dark. I'm honestly hoping for more, and I haven't been this excited over a Batman film since the Tim Burton movies. I was one of the rare people who didn't care for the Christopher Nolan Batman films, apart from The Dark Knight That is my favorite one out of all of them. But only because Heath Ledger made that movie. The third one was okay. I liked it better than the first one in the trilogy, but it still wasn't my favorite. And Michael Keaton's Batman is always going to be number one. The reason why I didn't like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies is I don't like Christian Bale. I don't like him as an actor. I don't like him as an individual. And I didn't like his portrayal of Bruce Wayne. To me, he came off as an asshole. Instead of just being cold and aloof, he just seemed like a jerk. And I don't really remember Batman being a jerk. I still think he had some humanity left to him. I was surprised by the Penguin. He didn't feel like the character I remember, but he fit perfectly in the world of Gotham, the realistic approach. And I'm hoping it continues. I know the video game still had its unrealistic aspects, but they still somehow worked really well. But I'm liking the realistic aspects of Batman. What if Batman was real and his villains were real? They actually existed in New York City, which is what Gotham is. For those who have seen the new Batman movie, what did you think? Did you like the characters of this film over the past adaptations? Are you looking forward to another one with the same cast, or do you think someone else should make their own adaptation? Let me know your honest opinions in the comments. I mean, if you honestly hated it, that's okay. Because I've seen some people that just did not like this movie, and I'm just weird, I guess. I don't know. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Have you wondered what inspired The Exorcist? Was there a true story? Well, later tonight I'll hopefully answer those questions. Poltergeist Week is next week, so if you have any thoughts, questions, or would like to share your own experience, send me a message, either on Twitter or you can send a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss the upcoming videos, click the bell icon to get notifications of when a video is up. Be sure to check out my other videos if you just can't wait for more. Those are up on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everyone.